This is the slurp. There you go. You want slurp. So this is called The Better Bachelor. He's the better bachelor because he's the best divorced guy in his opinion. This is why you're best stream daddy. Thank you. This video is called, confusingly, Who Does She Think She's Dissing? Of course she dates the worst type of men. Give me my tongue back, Jesus. They've banned the Slurpee emote. It's nothing I can do about it. But they haven't banned boomers yet. Ooh, classy. Nice. Can't have an ass on the boardwalk. No ass on the boardwalk. Okay, so this content is for specifically lonely men who are like, I have resources, but no wife, of course, or divorce. And they're going to, pretend to be affluent young men. Well, good looking. They're going to be affluent. And so what they do is they actually make content for horny, lonely guys because they always show this kind of content. They're always like, oh, man, look at these whores. Look at these sluts. But, it's all internalized shit. It's just, God, oh, gosh, you so hate that. Hate ass. Yeah, really, buddy? You hate butts? You hate people shaking butts? No one can shake a butt? We all got butts. Sometimes you shake it. Whatever, man. The most epic self-own in history with, which I assume is this must be the thumbnail to the video. This is a very man living spaces setup, isn't it?
Guys, welcome to...
Is this a green screen fake, like, mountain lodge? Like he's an NFL quarterback in Montana or something?
Better Bachelor, my name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print.
Wow, a face for radio and a voice for print. So he starts, his introduction is one of self-disgust and insecurity, so that he can assuage any of the attacks that he thinks people might give him, and continue to attack women for essentially the same things that he's insecure about. Surprise! He spilled the beans. He's spilling the beans. He's telling himself immediately. Wow.
I love stories like this because women are trying to own dudes, and in the meantime, they own themselves, and they also kind of prove what we say about dating, which is if you're hot enough, it doesn't matter how bad boy you are or how maybe you're not a great earner.
He was talking about men. Oh, shit, that's gay. If you're hot enough. Hey, well, okay, all right. Hey, fellas, if you're hot enough. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I mean, hot people, air quotes, are, gonna fuck a little, probably. It's something that they're gonna do from time to time. It's okay. But this isn't like the reason you don't have a wife. It's because the hot guy. Oh man, all the ladies have been slurped up by all the hot guys. Joking, ramen. Welcome.
You might be a horrible person. It doesn't matter. If you're hot enough, you're in. And this young lady, like so many do, prove us correct on that.
Actually, so he's on some nice guy syndrome shit, but not really, because he's like, oh, I'm an asshole. I bet this guy's like, yeah, well, I'll be the first to tell you I'm an asshole, but I don't care. Okay, I just don't care. I just don't give a fuck. He's saying there's pretty privilege, yeah.
That analogy or that assumption. So we'll get into that in just a second. If you watch, this is part of what I talk about with idiots copycatting idiots on TikTok to get attention. If you watch my video from a day or two ago, a young gal tattooed the name, I think it was Kevin, on her forehead. And here we are a day later or 2 days later, and a gal says, come to get my boyfriend's name tattooed on her forehead.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, is this a fake tattoo? This is a fake tattoo, man. I don't think that's a gun. I think this is a temporary tattoo situation. Right. Yeah. This could be real, even if it is real. Let's say it's real. Don't care. I don't give a shit. You can do this. You can have the common opinion that this is statistically a mistake, right? unless you date another great Dale. But maybe you could just be like, I'm a big fan of Dale Earnhardt. R.I.P., bro. The Intimidator, dude. You know? The Intimidator. Well, you don't like Dale Earnhardt? Psycho. Old school. Looks fake, no red. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a there's like a this isn't a tattoo gun, is it? Doesn't really look like a tattoo gun.
And she goes under the ink like here and gets the tattoo. Now, first of all,
boomers just fucking mystified. So this happened in minutes, and it's a temporary tattoo.
8 cumps.
Forgot about the cumps. Here's how you know his background is fake. No self-respecting person would record in a room like that. The acoustics would be a nightmare. Well, maybe he has. This is like a Yeti. Nope, he doesn't. You're right. It's an electric tattoo gun pen. They make them in pen shapes now. Her tramp stamp reads Sunday money. Oh, I don't think you're calling tramp stamps anymore, though, McPlatypus. Dating yourself. The Sunday money thing is funny, though. That's the name of his boat. I think is it because I told that story? Did you know that independently? Because he's got a famous boat.
This is what I'm saying. A woman will see another woman doing something so incredibly stupid, but it gets a zillion hits.
A mazillion hits. So this doesn't. She did not get this tattooed with a gun, with a needle gun on her forehead. There would be swelling.
And likes and comments, and she becomes instantly 15 minutes of fame. And other women are like, I got to get in on that because
Yeah, this is not like there's no raised, like there was no trauma to the skin here, man.
I got to get my narcissist fix taken care of today, and I want to be popular too. And so another girl tattoos another dude's name on her forehead. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell if she's as covered in tattoos as the other guy is because she's wearing a sweater, but here she is proudly showing it all off. Now,
oh no, covered in tattoos. I can't believe a person I could speculate would be having tattoos. So this isn't real. It's just not real.
Oh. I will say something. A lot of people said this has to be fake because, and I have lots of ink. I mean, it goes under my.
You're covered in tattoos, but she can't be covered in tattoos? What the fuck? I have lots of ink. Joking, Robin. Thanks for following, bro. Like boys don't do stuff like this too. Yeah, I mean, here he is showing that I got ink. Girls can't have the ink though.
My arm, it goes over my shoulder, it goes down my chest. I mean, I've got 60 hours of ink on me, plus my leg. I have tons of ink on me because men are utilitarian, and it doesn't matter what we look like, unlike the ladies.
What the fuck? Men are utilitarian. It doesn't matter what we look like. The ladies, however, have to perform some kind of look for me because they don't want to fuck you, man. So it doesn't matter, right? So what? This is crazy. Literally, this is her dating. Doesn't matter what they look like. Men are utilitarian. Men are allowed to.
But I can
tattoos.
tell you this. There are different styles of tattoos, and if you're doing light line work like this, you don't have to go extremely deep, nor can you in the forehead because there's not much skin there. So when you don't go deep, you don't necessarily flare up and welt and scab up, and it's not really red and irritated when you're.
Bro, it would be red and irritated. It's red and irritated when you fucking wax your eyebrows. Like what? You would notice. You could see it.
You're doing light line work. So as proof of this, I pulled up a couple of images, and you can see he's actually.
You can see the redness in the skin, and that this has to. It's like literally covered with. Come on, man.
Grab 8 cumps.
Cumps. Usually people don't come out and say, "I don't view women as people, just decoration." Let's see if this works out for them. The Cupid heart tat with the name of the unrequited high school crush is utilitarian. That's right.
Still on the tattooist's table.
It's literally
and
red.
You can see this has
irritation.
got quite a bit of dark work. I'm not saying it's a good tattoo by any means, but they've got a lot of line work in here, and it's not red, and it's not all same thing with this one.
It's not red. This is covered in red ink. You wouldn't be able to see it, but you can see that this looks different from a temporary tattoo.
So there's a
And
good
also
chance
is
that
red.
these are actual, real, and legit, and women are being stupid.
Yeah, women are being stupid because I was tricked by a fake tattoo fad. Wow. Smart. This guy's doing well. Your green screen is showing. This is cringe.
To get their 15 minutes of fame, copycatting other idiots. And that's where we're going, guys. I always picture Idiocracy. If you've ever seen the movie, please go watch it. It's a documentary.
It's a documentary about the system that you support of capitalism. I guarantee you this guy's a capitalist. Are you serious?
Meant to be. It's a comedy, but it's now a documentary. If you watch.
So the reason he makes these videos is because he puts like women on them, and he's gonna like body shame them and tell them they're stupid idiots. But the whole time he's oogling them, dude, like a little weirdo. Is he talking about this girl the whole time? Holy shit, man!
Are being stupid
men also
to
get
get
people's
their
names
15
tattooed on their
minutes of
foreheads.
fame. I always picture it's a comedy, but it's now a documentary. If you watched Idiocracy, you'd assume people just got stupider over the years because of breeding and everything else. No, the truth is social media is going to take us there.
Yeah, that's not what the movie says. The movie says the corporate enslavement essentially is the problem, and the complacency in which we do so. Like we literally hand the corporations our country, and then we're surprised shit doesn't work and we get dumber. And it's like, hey man.
In the span of like the tail end of the millennials and the first half of Gen Z. So let's
So some of you follow this person. I already know what she talks like, and I am confident he's not going to like that. He is not going to like how she talks. He just mad his tattooist screwed up his tattoo, and it says Jebsica and not Jessica.
and here's the other thing I wanted to mention before I played this. If you guys remember, back on a video I did, I don't know how many months or whatever it was ago, there were guys.
How does she talk? Like a normal person from her community, but he's not gonna. You'll see.
That did an experiment, and they made a Tinder profile that said it was an extremely good-looking guy. It was a model, muscles, really good-looking, and they said he really had spent some time in jail for doing bad things to those in society under the age of 18. And women were like, "Oh, did you really do it?" And it was like, "Yeah, but that was when I was younger, and I'm done with that, and I served my time." And women are like, "Well, you'll make mistakes anyway. Do you want to come over and smash me?" Well, it turns out that's kind of true, because here we have what looks to be a young.
What? Is he saying that if you go to jail for sexual assault, if you're hot, you'll why does he have these? He must have he had a wife or something, and she left, and he just fucking his brain broke.
Young gal, although based on her speech patterns, I would say she's not educated nor comes from the right side of the tracks, as we used to say.
As you'll see, that's a racist thing to say. You can assume. Jesus Christ, dude. You'll see.
And she's going to diss
Speech
the man
patterns.
that she dated.
I didn't know he said that.
However, there's something really important.
I didn't know he was going to preface that either. Jeez.
To this. Yeah. It's a man she dated. And she knew all this stuff and still decided to date him. Mm-hmm. So we'll get into this here so you can hear what's going on.
This video is for whoever keeps sending and showing my TikToks to my ex.
You see? He has a problem with that. Mm-hmm. So he's mad at her for speaking in this way. She sounds fine. No. She can't. No. He associates this with a different tone of skin. He's like the wrong side of the tracks, he said. You know what he's saying. For talking like that, yeah.
Send him this one. Curtis, ain't you 22, living with your 16-year-old baby mama in her grandma's house?
Go.
Stealing your mama food stamp card? No car, no apartment, no nothing. You don't got shit. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how you got her pregnant when she was 13 years old.
Is he going to have a problem with that? I have an issue with his speech patterns. Air quotes, yeah.
But before that, you got your sister pregnant when she was 12.
What the fuck? Whoa.
Okay, so obviously,
Yeah, Curtis is not a good guy.
you can see we're talking about a gentleman that is perhaps not the highest IQ, and perhaps he's not the shining example of stoicism and manhood that we so often reference.
Stoicism and manhood? This is we need to cut the internet connection off of everyone over the age of 45. It's done. Maybe younger than that. I don't know. And then we'll just scale up. We'll scale up from the moment and essentially we should ban the boomers from the internet. We would everything we bet, or we can give them. Oh, how about this? We give them special internet. We give them boomer internet. We don't even charge them. They'll be like, "Oh my god, it's such a deal!" And it just doesn't let them. It just doesn't let them upload as much. It lets them keep their. It says like, "Are you sure you want to say this?" Give them AOL dial-up speeds again. Let them take their time. It's get sad react. Oh god. This is the effect of divorce on the boomer brain, man.
On this show, instead, it sounds like he's a guy that's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just say he's definitely on the wrong side of the tracks.
We'll just say he's definitely on the wrong sides of the tracks. Yeah, he's making vast assumptions about this Curtis individual, likely racist ones. He keeps insinuating.
Grab 8 cumps.
Repurpose YouTube Kids for boomers. YouTube boomers, a safe place for your boomer parents to traverse the internet without getting inundated with Sean Hannity and fucking QAnon conspiracies and this whatever this fucking creep is.
And
of course, she takes up more space on the screen the whole time because he wants just the dudes to oogle and for him to be able to say, just random sexist shit. And so they get to go, ooh, 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 ah, ah. This is like not different than the TikTok video that has like, someone's commentary and then in the corner it'll have like someone playing GTA down one of them tracks. And they're like, oh my God, I can't drive on the track straight. This is the same thing, but for boomers.
Mormon Jesus.
Altered Ren, the Renners. You could do a comp train if you want. On the topic of limiting internet, my mom still has satellite TV and not tech savvy. She asked on multiple times about Fire Stick and setting it up so she can watch Newsmax. Despite her knowing I have a Fire Stick, I always tell her I don't know how it works so that she can't watch more Newsmax. You're doing the Lord's work. Yeah. We need a comp train longer than the drip train. I don't think a comp train could last 45 minutes. Run a comp train on us? You run a comp train on me, chat. It's a comp kake. Comp trains don't sustain. Everyone's got 1 or 2 comps in them. Yeah, it would really take a team effort to get a comp train that well.
Good role model for society.
My corn is so moist that it's actually
The
dripping.
drip train is the foreplay. Look, we have momentum now.
And as she's calling him out, and we'll listen to the last couple
Grab
seconds of this.
8 cumps.
Drip train into comp train, finishing with some squirts of the mumbo sauce. Chat, this is a moist chat we have right now. It's a comp a cocky. Oh no, I don't like it. A sad day for the slurp emote to be gone, huh? A sad day indeed for the slurp emote to be gone. Goodness.
As she's calling him out for impregnating his sister, impregnating, somebody else when they were not of age, and all the other bad things he's done. Mm-hmm. Notice he hasn't done this since they just broke up. He did this before they dated because obviously he still has no car, he still has no apartment, he still has no job. Yeah. Hold on, let's listen to
So it sounds like she found out after the fact, man. So sounds like she found out after the fact. It would be sussy if she knew that her ex before they started dating had impregnated a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old and his 12-year-old sister, and then dated him, sure. But that's not her fault. It would just make her be like, oh, hello? But that's not what is happening here. It sounds like she just found that out after the fact, after he was being shitty. Anyway.
What's he all lacking here? What's he all lacking? Let's count this as we go.
Wait, what's he all lacking? How don't make fun of her or deride her rather for her how she speaks and then say just nonsense like that.
Yo.
Talks to my ex. Send him this one. Send him this one.
8 cumps.
8 cumps of the mumbo sauce. Spider-Kowski, 108 biddies. Dude, I wish we had math to where if you added the amounts, they would have tracks that mixed them together. That would be fun. Wow, we could do a thing and have a whole mixture and arrangement. I've been too invested in the titillation of a cump train. I forgot what the Mig sad guy was saying. Oh, you guys are trying to stoke a cump?
Fuck bicycle!
Well, there it is. Canadian Unicorn does not want a single bicycle, and I don't blame him. Terrible machines. Everybody hates them. Okay, so he was yelling at her for having an ex that was a bad person. Who was it's an ex, whatever.
Curtis, ain't you 22, living with your 16-year-old baby mama in her grandma house?
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe that happened since they broke up. Maybe.
Back to that one guy that never experienced the joy of a cump trail.
Stealing your mama food stamp card?
I'm probably guessing that's something she knew when they were dating.
Why is that? Okay.
No car, no apartment, no nothing.
Okay, well, that didn't change, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure he probably was not CFO of a Fortune 500 company before they dated.
Are you? Is this guy? You gotta be? You can only date CFOs.
Grab 8 cumps.
If you're poor, you don't deserve love. They're both sort of on that, but she's more on some like fuck this guy energy, so it's different. Is this guy still complaining about random TikTok women? He sure is.
Got shit. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how you got her pregnant when she was 13 years old. But before that, you got your sister pregnant when she was 12.
Okay, so she says, baby, you got the baby mama in the motherly way when she was 13. But she just said he's living with her at 16 at the grandmother's house.
Yeah, so 3 years. So it sounds like she found out after.
That's 3 years.
Sure is.
She obviously knew, because, I mean, you don't.
I don't think it was obvious. I don't think that's obvious. It sounds like she dumped him and then is exposing him for being a piece of shit. How is this her fault?
She obviously knew all this was happening when she was dating him. And so she, between him doing this to the baby mama at 13 and now going back to baby mama at 16, she was with this dude.
Grab
And being with
8 cumps.
What the fuck language are you speaking, dude? Cump the fuck on, man. This is just going to keep happening. This is wonderful.
Sister at 12. She was with him during this time. This is why
Grab 8 cumps.
It keeps happening.
I say this is the most epic self-own in history. Because
This is an epic cell phone? To expose your ex, who is a piece of shit? She's not responsible for his behavior while they were dating. Are you a boy? What is happening? How is this her fault? I don't understand how she's culpable. The only way it makes me ick is if she actually did know, but it sounds like she thinks these are bad things. She dumped him.
Grab 8 cumps.
Real talk, I came in late. What is the cump referencing?
is why she's calling this, granted, horrible dude out for all his actions. She's admitting that she dated him, even though he's that horrible human being. Let's play the last couple seconds of this.
But you're not going to talk about that, huh? But I'm going to talk about it.
Now, let me just say this much. Okay, now let's just pretend this video was muted and you didn't hear a word coming out of her mouth. She doesn't look, now granted, she has the very snarky look and everything.
What the fuck? This guy just hates women. What is... She can look however she looks, man. We don't always have to, like, police every single fucking thing women are doing all the time. She can look however she looks normal. She looks like a normal person. She can... He just does not like that she doesn't have the hegemonized white articulation that he's expecting out of his white-wombed women, you know.
But I'll say this: she actually, like, all her teeth are in. She doesn't have any like black rimmed teeth from the old smoking the meth.
What? Why does he assume that she would smoke meth?
She's not unattractive. She has a decent smile. Like, granted, her eyes are a little droopy through this whole thing. So,
what the fuck? This is like, you should not be looking at her like this. She's like young enough to be like your kid, man. This is gross. Yeah, he's classist, sexist, racist. I mean, he's just all of these things. He's imposing these strange standards on her.
Maybe it's either the smoky eye or the smoked too much. I don't know which.
Smoked too much. With his puffy ass old man eyes. Like, what? Stop. You don't, like, you look like shit. She doesn't look like shit. You cannot be a dumpy old man and body shame motherfuckers. Any of them. You can't, no matter what they look like. You just don't get to, bro. She sounds normal. She's a young lady that talks different than you.
But she's got a decent smile. Like, if this girl spoke English was sweet and funny and girl next door, I think a lot of dudes would love going out with a gal like this.
Dude, he's such a creep. This is a pedophile. He's disgusting. Go. Bro, he's exactly as what his window text says he is, a Joker. Dude, he is so gross. Why are you talking about her like this? She's not just a thing to date. Men are so fucking crazy, dude. I never understood, like, as a young man, when I would date people would, or just talk to them, they'd be like, you know, you're like, oh, a little different. And I'm like, what's different? And they're like, oh, you're nice. And I'm like, that's normal though, right? People are nice. There's nice people that exist. I guess not. I don't know. I didn't learn this shit. I don't know where this must come from, like these church groups or they're like a very. My dad was sexist though, but I didn't learn this stuff. My dad was an abject sexist. He said more than once a sexist thing about women or my mom, or like my dad once said he didn't think PMS was real. If she spoke in the motherly way, something cump. Oh, that's you have to always diagnose these girls with different ways to perform womanhood at you. Women are not furniture for you to keep your dick inside. Then why was that? Then why did my dom brain kick forward when you started using particular words? Maybe you shouldn't have phrased it like that. Sarah would really like this information. Don't let her read those words. This is not this is not time to do fanfic in chat. Okay. My dad would say the same thing. Yeah, it's so weird, dude. Women can be furniture sometimes. Women who want to be furniture are valid. Anyway, so are the guys.
But because of her upbringing and I'm guessing lack of father figure in the home,
what the fuck?
She's growing up on the wrong side of the tracks. And
it's so crazy she's growing up the wrong side of the tracks. Okay, What is the wrong side of the tracks? He would describe it as some place that is black, I'm assuming. Black and low income is what he's thinking. I've actually heard this shit from white men that I grew up with, too. The wrong side of the tracks. I'm like, oh, I don't really know what that means. But growing up, you find out what it means is this kind of shit. It means low income, and usually it has minorities in it that they don't like. They're like, the browns are in there, the black folks, you can't have them in there. Nice white girl dating a black guy or a Mexican kid, or can't have any of that because that makes my old white brain fucking angry, dude. And I never got that. Never really understood it. But there's other millennials that definitely, and younger people that are into this MGTOW shit. I don't know. I just got lucky, I guess. I actually don't know what skills I learned or lessons that went along the way. My mom isn't a particularly woke person. My grandparents don't know anything about this. I was just lucky, I guess. He looks like the failed father of that Babyface, Judd. I don't know him. Babyface? Like Milkball?
And she's dating men from the wrong side of the tracks. And now she doesn't sound like she's had a kid with this dude, thank God. But again, if you watch Idiocracy, it's the good-looking alpha monkey-brained dudes that are
probably not a dog whistle at all. Probably not. I'm sure everything else he said that is a dog whistle, this particular time when he said monkey brains, that one's not an epithet. He doesn't mean anything by that.
maybe not the brightest in the shed. They're the ones having all the kids out of wedlock and 12 different baby mamas.
They're the ones. Who's they? Having all the kids and all these baby mamas. Dog Foghorn. Woo. Man's putting on the whole ass herd of dogs. Fucking showing up to that whistle.
And then that's kind of, and then so it's kind of like a copy of a photocopy of a photocopy. Photocopies don't
A photocopy? Ohio.
exist much anymore. So for you younger generation, saving and copying a meme, and it's saved and passed around for thousands of iterations, being posted online and then downloaded.
He's boom-splaining photocopying.
And then re-uploaded as a JPEG over time. And if you over time, obviously it degrades in quality to where it starts looking blurry and pixelated and horrible. Same thing with videos. This is the same thing. She came from a not good family.
What? How does he think that? So you can share a JPEG and they won't degrade over time. It's if you scale it and change stuff about the, like if you tried to take a small, like a 720 and try to make it a 1080, over time you would lose as the pixel stretch. But just sharing, you could share the same JPEG a million times, it would never degrade. It's funny, how can she date men that aren't from the wrong side of the tracks when 90% of men are problematic? Case in point, you don't do. He doesn't understand any of that. So the bad men that you date are her fault. Like if a woman dates a bad man, that's her fault for dating the bad man. Because look at this nice guy that's sitting in his green screen basement, making videos alone with no one with him at all times because he sucks. He's a surly guy. And so he makes videos on the internet all alone, hating women because they won't talk to him because he sucks.
She dated a not good guy. She's gonna.
He genuinely just doesn't know anything about her.
End up having kids with, I guarantee it, a not good guy, because I don't think James the lawyer is gonna wife up a girl that talks like this. So, and she's gonna pop out a couple kids, and daddy will be gone, and then she is now the mother teaching these next kids that are growing up.
And the only opinion that she shared in this is that she doesn't like pedophiles. And so based on this information, I think if she wants kids, she would do just fine. Based on that 1 out of 1 score. 1 out of 1. 1 for 1 on this. Look, that's the whole test, I guess. Passed it.
I have a feeling if you went back to great-grandma was probably a pretty decent human being. Grandma probably did okay. Mom was probably a product of the maybe of the Well, I guess, let's see, maybe
He's literally just like, how do these people's lives, how did they end up like poor or something? Like, there's no indication that she's necessarily poor. There's no indication of any of this stuff. He's just making assumptions based on how she's talking. So he assumes that she lives like, I don't know, in a project or something. And she could. Is he describing eugenics theory? I don't know. Is he guessing at genealogy now? He is suggesting that the only way that you talk like a young lady that talks like this is and has a bad ex who is a man that isn't your fault is to have your mother's a whore, you know? Not a good guy. Sure, has an acronym that must be his boomer patting himself. Look, he's saying not a good guy, so he doesn't have to say, some black guy, because that's what he wants to say.
she's in her 25. Okay, maybe her mom's like Gen X. So let's say that grandma might have whooped it up at Woodstock, dropping the acid and
do acid
and all
once.
the other crazy things.
And your grandchildren will have bad boyfriends. That's right.
And named her Moonchild, her daughter Moonchild. And then Moonchild ends up having a kid with some dude that bounced because he wanted to go, I don't know, play guitar on the road and listen to the Grateful Dead in the 80s.
Wow. Playing guitar. Fucking loser. Can't imagine people playing guitars.
And now she's going to be mom. And what becomes of the kids? What becomes of her kids?
Why are we worried about paternity so much? These men are addled. What? Kids? She doesn't have any kids. You don't have to worry about this. You're making up history for someone you don't know, who you've watched for 37 seconds. This dude is so joyless. Yeah, I mean, just log off, man. If it's so, he's so upset about this. I mean, just simply log off.
And what are their kids going to be like?
Uh-huh.
You know, I
worry about
laugh
the
and
kids.
joke about this a lot, but
Do you? Has he laughed or joked? He just seems he seems very low key and unlikable.
this is our future. These are your future. Maybe not lawyers, but these are the future people that are going to be serving you food at fast food. They're the cashiers. They're the people that are stocking shelves.
Yeah. So he has like he has a job at like a big box store or something where he has a salary and he's like, I'm a big man. It's like I'm a sales manager for forklifts. I'm contributing to society. It's like there's nothing wrong with having a job that you need to make money for, but I mean, like, what do you, she's clearly doing not that right now. What does it matter? Man, I hate coffee. Yeah, okay. I just hate the convenience of a fast, quick meal I don't have to cook myself after a long day of working. Yeah, everyone hates those people that work those jobs. Smart. Good take.
Go.
This is the butcher that Dave worked with at the grocery store. There's friends.
And when you go in someplace and you see the most basic task
We're fucked without forklifts, and you know it. You're right.
of trying to ring somebody up at the grocery
Get
store,
woke.
your total comes to $3.12.
What'd they buy?
And so you give them $5.12 so you can get two $1 bills back.
No.
This is a real world example that happened to me. Or it comes to like $3.25. So you give them $5.25 and they say, no, you're giving me too much. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm giving you the extra 25 cents so I can get two bills back. And you get the dead-eyed thousand-cock stare of, what?
So Boomer upset that they don't teach paper money to kids anymore, like children, and like it's not different from the Boomer stare, like the lead shit that you got going on. He wanted to be a cop. So who uses cash? So he can either get $2.13 back in change because, if you've worked a till for long enough, you learn that pretty quick. Or you could just like be nice. It's not a big deal that this child doesn't know what's going on. They're always so indignant about everything. Who uses cash? This guy totally pays for a gallon of milk with 100. You use a credit card. I mean, you can use cash for stuff, and if they don't know, you can just help. Anytime anyone has difficulty, oh my god, I feel like I feel like if it wasn't so uncool to do, just filming my normal interactions with service people would help so many men not be so fucking stupid. Seeing the most basic of tasks not being a creep, failing. Yeah. Old heads getting mad kids aren't being taught cursive anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
You use cash regularly?
Grab 8 cumps.
Wampa, why? I only use cash at the weed store because they make me. The checker's response, oh, sorry, my brain is a little fried after standing up for 10 hours not being able to have water because it looks unprofessional according to my manager who hangs out in his office all day on his phone. Yeah. I use cash to buy drugs. Yeah, I use cash to buy drugs too, but it's legal. But they make me do that.
so
I mean, you served cursive since 2nd grade. So I use cursive when I take notes for myself, but only sometimes and not often. Like usually on things that have connecting loops. So like a double L, I'll sometimes do it. A nice G with a cursive bottom that moves into like a vowel or something. It's nice. God, I don't know. You think I would buy illegal drugs? No, I don't. I never in a million years would insinuate that anyone in my chat would ever do anything illegal. They are all law-abiding citizens.
it's so I don't have to carry around $1.75. This way I can just have $2. I don't have the extra change. That's why the 25 cents. What? And that's for my cashier. Pretty soon, cashiers are going to be too stupid to even figure out what they're going to be doing, and that's why they're going to get replaced with robots.
So 25 years ago, this was a problem. You had to teach people to do this, and the boomers at the time were like, you don't even know how to count change. They all did that. And it's like, do you know how to count change? I don't know, man. Like, do you spend a lot of time counting change? You couldn't do my job. Come back here then and do it. Put the change in your pocket, you whiny bitch. Yeah, exactly. Just put it in your pocket. You could just tell them the answer. Oh, I just need need 213 back. Self checkout is easy. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know, man. He's upset. Simply help a person who doesn't know how to do a thing. That's okay. I am the one to be served. It's their job. Huh? It's just a kid at a cashier. Really, are they part of your community? It's just a kid, man. Like, you be mad at them kids for what? For not knowing boomer in knowledge? Why? Help people like a social? I don't know, dude. We have to be mad at everybody all the time.
Go.
The jingling of the change will serve to warn the public of his presence. Win-win.
Guys, when you have a society that is willing to mimic the other idiots, and another good example of this is if you think about in some of the intros I did,
This is
where
a
the
fake tattoo.
where the scrolling on the screen and the girl.
This is a joke. This is a meme. Also, the 7 million times everything was fine. One time a cashier had a scatterbrain moment, and all of them must be mocked. Well, yeah, as a class issue, so the reason that they do that is because they have very little self-worth. I mean, he started out with saying, like, I'm ugly and shouldn't talk I got a voice for newspaper. They do this to shed that insecurity, or try to, although they just, by owning it or whatever. In this scenario, it's classism because I make more money than a cashier, so I'm better than a cashier. And you're a cashier, which means I'm better than you. So I got some self-worth back. That's how it works. These are all transactional on their fucking boy math, trying to be a man thing. And it's like, how is this improving your manliness? How is this? Oh, I'm a stoic man for making fun of, like, what are these, like 18-year-olds? Fucking young 20-year-olds? What? Let's be honest, they would find a way to fail even at the card or phone tap checkout. Oh, yeah. They fail at the self-checkout a lot.
Were going like this, and they're going, banana, so fresh, right? When they were doing that.
You had people at McDonald's say that you're too dumb, and they want to give me change after entering it into the register and shit. I was already a vet at that point. Dude, I had people come through. This is years ago when boomers were younger, And it was more the grandparents, the greatest generation, doing this shit more often. But even then, the boomers still did it. My dad was always a piece of shit in his 30s. He was a piece of shit to tellers and stuff. And he'd be like, "Hey, honey." It's funny to think about how different we are at the same age. Because when I was a kid, he was in his 30s. And he just acts just like this fucking guy, a boomer. Just a guy came through the drive-thru and didn't like his interaction with whoever was in the back window because of a change issue. I don't remember what it was, but she was good. She knew the change. I don't remember what he wanted though. It was something like she didn't have a 20 to give him and gave him some fucking a 10 and a couple 5s because she didn't have it. And he's like, "Well, you didn't give me any fucking 20s? You're a fucking idiot." And then he pulled forward. And she was like, "What the fuck?" And she told me over it. She got upset. I remember we were classmates. I actually can't remember, Monica or something? I can't remember her name. But I can remember her face. And I can't believe I can't remember her name right now. I think it was something like that. I'll remember in a little bit. But I remember we were classmates, and we weren't even necessarily close to each other. But it pissed me off. I was like, she's just trying her best. I don't even, like, I'm very neutral about this coworker. And I like working with her. She works well, and she's nice. But I don't have like a particular allegiance or whatever. But I was fucking pissed, dude. I walked up to the front, and I refunded his fucking order. And before he got to the front window, I handed him his fucking money and told him to get out. And that is one of those. That's one of those, like, finally the powers of being a McDonald's manager have made it worth it. That's one of the few days that it felt like finally. Technically, I could get fired for that, but I didn't care. My owner never found out or anything. They didn't call. But the fact that that's fireable is fucking stupid. But anyway, he called the front girl an idiot too when I was telling him that, because she was. I do remember her name. Her name is Tara. Shout out Tara. She was fiery and had heard this interaction and was like, "Fuck you, dude." She was like going in on this guy. And was like, he's like, "You're a fucking idiot." Yeah, it wasn't good. That was after though. Like, he had a little bit of an interaction. It was above. Heard there's a new boomer. Yeah, here he is. He's finishing out. Anyway, he's mystified by young people and the way they socialize.
That kind of thing. For likes and comments and stuff, and people like, "Oh, they're making hundreds of dollars a day doing this." What did you see for the next month after that?
Right, you want 20s? Go to the bank, bro.
Dudes, 40-year-old dudes with mustaches being like, "Oh, banana."
40-year-old dudes with mustaches. What?
Tasty. Trying to jump in on the grift. We are not a great society. And are we falling off the cliff?
What is this? What was this shit? What you didn't share this? Is that for the next video that you're just pumping out? Yeah, haha. It just seems like that's how long things have been lasting for me too. And then it's a ghost mode. That's something. Don't get offended. Are you having sex and they're ghosting you? Well, no, at first course, but
off the cliff.
Okay.
Very, very quickly.
He's talking about TikTok Live.
So understand these are.
He's talking about TikTok Live. A grift? Dude, I don't have to understand entertainment to understand when people want to watch a thing and give people money for their little NPC thing. I don't care.
Are the future. They're future voters. They're low information voters. Things I
really think they're probably maybe the highest information voters we've ever had is right now. Like, we are inundated with information about our officials. We're all online. And the younger people know some stuff too. I mean, a lot of people are politically active.
Continue to creep off a cliff. So just plan accordingly.
The boomer is a low information voter. Big time.
Make sure to have your solace and your cabin in the woods. Get the hell out of society, because it's not going to be very good.
Oh, just at the end is this. Get your cabin at the end of the woods. You're in a green screen. You don't have a cabin.
I'm going to wrap up with a couple of losses here and a dating profile of the day. So if you're just here on YouTube, make sure to join me over on Locals, betterbachelor.locals.
Locals? I don't even know what that is. Is that like a Twitter account? Locals. I know the right wingers use that shit, but it sounds like a dating app. Is it a dating app? Locals. Dave Rubin Twitter? Oh. Well.
It has the juice.
The rant Stone I sent is like this, but way worse. Great.